Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Unit number 2, Organ System in Human Being, lecture number 1. The first system, that is digestive system. First of all, digestion. Digestion, it is a process of breaking down of large food particles into smaller and smaller molecules which are able to be absorbed and assimilated by mechanical and enzymatic action in the alimentary canal. So the body can use them to build and nourish cells and to provide energy. For digestion, there is a system, and that system is called digestive system. The human digestive system in the form of a long tube, and that is called alimentary canal. This is also called gastrointestinal tract, GI tract, and the average length in an adult person that may be 9 meters. The different parts of the alimentary canal are oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and associated glands, that is liver and pancreas. Now let's discuss these different parts of the alimentary canal and digestion one by one in detail. First of all, the let's discuss overall map of the alimentary canal. This is mouth, this is esophagus, this is stomach, these two liver and pancreas associated glands, this is the small intestine, and this is the large intestine. Now first of all, the oral cavity or mouth. Oral cavity or mouth, it is used for ingestion. Ingestion means taking in of food. Inside the oral cavity there are teeth, and the teeth are used for mechanical digestion. Mechanical digestion means grinding of food, and it converts the larger particle of the food into smaller particle. The tongue, that is used for mixing of food with saliva and for rolling of the food. Saliva, that is a liquid, and that liquid is secreted by salivary glands. They are present in the oral cavity. This oral cavity digestive juice, that is called saliva. Inside the saliva there an enzyme, and that enzyme is called salivary amylase. Salivary amylase enzyme take action on starch and convert into the smaller molecule that is called glucose. Finally, when the food is partially digested, so that partial digested food is called bolus, and bolus is pushed down into the pharynx region. This pharynx region, that is also called throat, this is the path of two systems at a time, the digestive system as well as the respiratory system. Now the food is enter into the esophagus. The next part of the digestive system, that is esophagus or gullet. Esophagus is a tube-like portion where there is no digestion, but it transfers the food from the pharynx oral cavity to the stomach. This is the stomach. Inside the stomach there are glands. This is the enlarged part of these glands, and these glands are present on the wall of the stomach. The name of these glands is gastric glands. Gastric glands secrete the juices, and these juices are called gastric juice. Gastric juice have an enzyme that is called pepsin. Pepsin convert protein into the smaller protein. They are called peptides or amino acids. This gastric juice also consists of hydrochloric acid, HCl, which soft the food and help for the enzyme to take action. Now the partial digested food then is pushed to the next part, and that is a small intestine. Small intestine have different portion. this is the first one, this yellow one, this is called duodenum, this middle one that is called jejunum, and this one, this is called ileum. Now with the food enter, the partial digested food enter into the first part of the small intestine, duodenum. So there are two glands, this is liver and pancreas. Their juices enter into the small intestine, the first part of the small intestine, duodenum, which further digests the food. A liver, the secretion of the liver, that is called bile. For some time the bile is stored in the gallbladder, and then it is conducted with the help of a duct that is called bile duct into the duodenum. The pancreas juice is called pancreatic juice, and it enter into the duodenum with the help of a duct that is called pancreatic duct. Now with the help of these juices, the food is further digested in the first part of the small intestine. Now the food enter into the next part of the small intestine that is called jejunum, and in the jejunum valve further the digestive juices are present that complete the digestion of the food. Finally, the digestion of the food complete and enter into the last part of the small intestine. Inside the last part of the small intestine, there are a lot of finger-like projections, and these finger-like projections are called villi. Singular is villus. So this is the longitudinal section of the singular villus. Inside the villus there are capillaries network. So the digested food, which are now the smallest particle of the food, enter inside the villus. Then it is absorbed in these blood capillaries, and then it is transported to the liver, and the liver, the food, digested food is detoxified and it is stored if it is in excess. Then finally it is transported toward the heart, and heart then circulate throughout the body to each and every organ. Now the undigested food finally enter into the large intestine. Large intestine, this is the large intestine. The diameter of the large intestine is greater than small intestine. That's why it is called large intestine. This is the main part of the large intestine that is called colon. So the water and minerals still they are present in the food, so it is absorbed further in the large intestine. The undigested food is then stored in the form of feces in the last part of the large intestine, and that is called rectum. So this last part is called rectum, and then the undigested food in the form of feces, it is expelled through anus. So this was the first lecture of unit number 2. Thank you.